Hello! Welcome to Terrific's Motovlog on finally Friday. Yeah, it probably makes sense to any of you, but I've been watching so many Michael Rosen YouTube poops lately. If you're part of the Michael Rosen YouTube poop community, say hello and drop a big ol' noise in the comments because I've just been so consumed with that language lately. The camera looks different because just for kind of an experiment, I went ahead and switched it from 4K 60 wide to 4K 30 super wide, and while I don't think I prefer this on the motorcycle, I tend to like that angle in the car. And I was trying to do vlogs in a supercar, which if you watch tomorrow's Supercar Saturday, you'll see that it has been shipped to Georgia. But anyway, I'm just trying this out. This isn't normal, don't expect it, but I'm just trying it out. My needy girlfriend who eats food like every day wants me to meet her for sushi. So I'm like, well, fine. I'll just get on my motorcycle I have left. Oh, my life is so hard. I only have one motorcycle. Yeah, the Super Duke, unfortunately, is still in the shop. I really hoped I would have had it back by now. I thought I would, but nope. A couple things came up with it. There was an optional Stage 2 SAS kit thingy that I didn't have that I really should have had, so I ordered it, had it delivered there. And then apparently to make some sensor fit, they have to do some kind of welding, so that's going to add some extra time. So it's going to take a little bit longer than I thought to get the bike done, but at least it'll be ready in time for my big trip. This is nice. This is really nice. I don't know why it's taking me this way. The map is just saying, hey, go this way. I'm like, okay. Don't worry about it. I wasn't trying to set up that quote. It just legitimately naturally came to my mind. No, I don't know why it's taking me this way. I hope this has happened before. I doubt it's happening right now. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but I hope it's not taking me to some address other than my girlfriend's place, because that'd be awkward. She'd find me on Find My Friends tracking device on my iPhone that all girlfriends mandatorily place there and go, who is she? Who are you with? Passerbys respect this bike. Or respect, that's the right word. They appreciate, they admire. Like, this guy's probably gonna give me a thumbs up because he rolled his window down. And that's, hopefully I'm not being vain, but I think that's what he's doing. Yep, thumbs up. Now, if I was on the Super Duke or in the R8, I'd be like, and just go on into the fast lane and pass by. And yeah, I could do it on this bike, but I would really have to push it all the way, which would make me look stupid because I'd be like, it's like if you're on a 250 and you're taking off of a red line and you want to get in front of all the cars, you can do it, but you got to push that 250 as hard as you can. So I don't want to look desperate. I don't want to pass. So I'll just stay here like a good little piggy. Now, I'm taking the Mick motorcycle because I love it instead of the Mick Jeep, because I need to record finally Friday. I want to be on a bike right now, even though it's supposed to rain. But you know what? It was supposed to rain all day today. It's still, oh, this is the wrong exit. Whoopsie. It was supposed to rain all day today. It still hasn't. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to take a risk. Ooh, I keep seeing these, you know, bridges, tunnels, and I keep thinking I'm going to rev my car or even my Super Duke under those, but on the bike is so quiet. It's so tame. Heck, even the car's exhaust is tame. I'd say the R8 exhaust is probably as loud as my 650. Nothing compares to my Duke, though. All right, pop quiz, mental exercise. What's your favorite vehicle? Go. The McJeep. Crap, that's the first one that comes to my mind. Why? Because it's the most special. It's the, well, I was going to say the only new vehicle I bought. That's not true anymore. I bought the Duke new, but it's definitely my favorite. I mean, if it's just cars, Jeep. But like, out of all the vehicles I've ever owned, I want to say the Jeep. What does favorite mean? The person, it's a biased thing, favorite. It's not like it's the best vehicle, but maybe it is the best vehicle. I think my Jeep is my best vehicle. It does everything except go fast. Does everything. Hauls my bikes, gets me around. It's fun to drive. It's still cool. You can go off-road. Does all the activities. I think that's my favorite. But my favorite bike is the Super Duke. It's my favorite bike. I mean, if I had all my bikes I'd ever owned lined up, including this one, and you go, okay, you can only ride one of these bikes for the next year. Like, well, the Duke. It's the best one, and I'll enjoy it the most, and I can actually use it year-round. Not that I want to ride in the wintertime, but it's more equipped for that than any other bike I've had, mainly just because of the heated grips. Hell yeah. You see that? That's perfect timing. You see that big black Sprinter van? It's a 170, I don't know what engine it has, but 170 just refers to the length, and I know it because I was researching vans the other day. Excellent transition for a talking point. I've fantasized about having a van like that, a Mercedes Sprinter, really any cargo van that could be converted into a vehicle whose purpose is to load up and transport a motorcycle and go all over the country. I think that'd be really fun. I probably will never do it because it's not necessary. Well, a lot of things aren't necessary, but I have a Jeep that can load up bikes and take them if I need to. I don't need it, but if I had a van that you could like haul the bike in and sleep in, that'd be awesome. But I've actually driven one of those things before. I had a job where I would drive one of those things. I had that for about a year. I loved driving that Sprinter. It's actually really easy and comfortable to drive. And I've seen videos about, I better just pick it up here, I want him to pass me. I'm on a motorcycle here. Oh, you gotta look through the turn. I don't know a lot about driving, but I know you don't look, you look through the turn, because otherwise you're more susceptible to target fixation. I caught myself in the middle of driving. I was like, oh no, So before I talk about the thing that I just thought of in regards to line of sight, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Sprinter van. What are you doing? You're just slowing way down. No signal on, just stop. There's the signal at the intersection. All right. It feels so good to have all this ventilation. Look at the ventilation on the pants. Look at the ventilation on my sleeve. That is delightful. This car doesn't like that I'm faster than him. And that car doesn't like that that car passed him. Everyone's in dislike today. I think it'd be a lot easier, definitely more enjoyable to drive one of those for the purpose of moving a bike from like state to state. If you're like traveling around for stuff, it'd be a lot more fun between the two options if I was ever in such a luxurious place as to have my huge Jeep and a dedicated motorcycle Sprinter van. But the van would be a lot more comfortable to drive. It'd be easier to drive. I'm trying to see if he's getting over or not. You wouldn't have to worry about a trailer behind you because you just have your one unit, and then ideally it's something you could sleep in. So if you didn't want to and you needed to do a 2-day drive and you just wanted to sleep in the van and save that money for the hotel, you could just do that. It'd be really fun. I wouldn't want to sleep in the Jeep. I guess you could, but obviously if you had a van that was like kind of had a custom interior, that'd be a lot better for it. I have mentioned, and I'm pretty sure I made a more or less dedicated Finally Friday video talking about how I want to be a better driver, better rider, better operator of vehicles in general. And so a lot of you probably don't know, I'm just self-taught when it comes to riding a bike. I've said this a few times, but I bought my first bike, took it out to a parking lot, and just figured out how to drive the bike. No one taught me. I thought I had it figured out, and I figured it out. It wasn't like I could get on the bike and just ride. I wasn't like that. I had to learn, clutch. And so obviously the way I see it is I have a lot to learn, and regardless of who you are, you can always learn things. As I get older, care more about, what would you call that, safety and practicality. So I just want to be good. I just want to be good. That's where it mainly comes from. I want to be good, and I know that means I have to learn. So I don't think I have anything to lose besides my time. I think it'd be really fun to learn. So my plan, among other things, is to take classes this year or train and learn how to ride a bike. So I've been trying to figure out exactly what I need to do. I happened across Dan the Fireman. He's a motovlogger in Arizona, and he actually is an instructor, and I was watching his live stream, which was really fun, and he was talking about what kind of courses you'd have to take. He normally talks to like new riders, and I want to approach my training, if I were to do it, from a place of humility and like, hey, I have lots to learn. Treat me like a new driver. What can you teach me? And he was talking about what kind of courses there are. I don't know everything. He doesn't know everything. Obviously, he knows a lot more than I do, but there's, what is it? There's a regular class. I forget what they're called. There's a regular class where you learn to drive a motorcycle and get your license, and then there's an advanced course, and then after that there's I think it's called Total Control, is like some kind of a course. I'm just throwing out words, but there are different courses and classes and levels you can take. I don't know if it's going to do anything to my license. He's going to have to be the dickweed who pulls in front of me. I don't know if it does anything to your license, but I know that some or one of those classes, if you complete them, you can give that to your insurance, and that can actually make your insurance rate lower because you can prove your capability of driving or something like that. Like, okay, cool. So this got more benefits than just besides I'm a good driver now. but I would like to be a good rider, which is kind of one of the reasons I wanted to do a track day. Still haven't done one, but I'm going to in like, how long now? What's it today? Yeah, like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, I'm gonna do my first track day ever, so that's kind of gonna be really cool. But I'm not just gonna take my bike out on the track and go whoop-de-doo. I'm gonna get a quick class with an instructor. He's a cool guy I've met a few times. So yeah, one of my projects this year, and I have a few, is to become a better rider. So after this track day and then drag strip in Colorado here in June, I'm gonna be seeking out classes and ways to learn. Oh, okay, I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna tell you one more thing. It's a tease. I probably shouldn't say this, but it's on my mind. And Finally Friday is just me rambling anyway, so here it goes. I made a Finally Friday, I remember specifically, I made a Finally Friday talking about why I am not going to host a Motovlogger meetup. But the idea has been swimming around in my mind of hosting a Motovlogger meetup for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, the reason I didn't have a Motovlogger meetup in Kansas is because I didn't think it was very necessary. You have one every year in Texas, right below me, Georgia, just down to the right, and then you got your West Coast. You got like at least one over there. I think you have a couple over there. And you got some in Florida, I'm pretty sure, too. So Kansas was like right in the middle of all of them anyway, like, whatever. I'm not really helping out a lot of people by being there. Plus, it's Kansas, no one wants to go there. Reason number 2 is I'd be accepting, in one way or another, a lot of responsibility organizing something that big and getting a lot of people out on bikes like that. I would want to make sure that I'm a good driver and I know how to do that properly and have an event that's organized and safe so that everybody lives and has fun. So, since I live in Maryland now and I'm on the East Coast, I don't think there are other motovlog meetups out here. The closest one's probably in Florida and Georgia, which are each 12 hours away. So I was like, well, now, okay, now that, you know, I'm on the East Coast, so we kind of need a Motovlogger meetup out here, don't we? Well, then shoot, maybe I should take care of that. And I know 1 or 2 Montgomery police officers here that I could talk to about organizing a ride where like the roads are closed off and everything, and like we can, you know, if you've ever done a Motovlogger meetup, everyone's invited to come out, whether you ride or not. Motovloggers typically show up for these, and you hang out for hours. Everybody brings their bikes. There's hundreds of bikes out in a lot. Everybody gets to talk and meet for a while, and then there's a ride at a certain time. Everybody gets to go ride together, and then there's like an event afterwards. It's just a fun day to meet and ride. It's usually what a Motovlogger meetup is. So I know I said I was only going to throw that out there, but I kind of gave it in detail. So do 2 things. If you're part of the Michael Rosen YouTube poop community, write a nice big nice in the chat or comments. And number 2, let me know what you think about a Motovlogger meetup here in Maryland or on the East Coast, headed by me, All Terrific. I don't want to jinx myself, but here I go. I sure hope I get a Super Duke next week. But after that, I'm gone. But I'll talk about my trip more next week when I get closer to it. Thank you guys for watching. I can't wait to get around this truck who's going slow and just cut me off a few miles ago. See you all later. Bye.